Alright, so I decided that I'm hilarious and I was going to video diary, except it's not really a diary. It's more like a video memoir of my life. I wanted to sort of talk about my hilariously embarrassing adolescence, and I thought I would go grade by grade and we could discuss how stupid I am and how I make poor decisions all the time from the womb till now, and you know, all that good shit. So let's start preschool. I went to Temple Tots with Stuart Fleischer and Jasmine Robinson and Paige Constantino. And I was best friends with Paige. She had like this gorgeous curly hair, and her mom always dressed her up in these weird communion dresses. And I was like, yo, we're Jewish. And she's a fucking kid. And then she would yell at her when Paige would want to like play in the mud or whatever, like a normal child would. And my mom always got mad at her mom, but I still went over to her house all the time. I was so jealous of her because she had one of those 3-foot Barbie dolls that you could dress up, but you could also wear the dress. But I was kind of like I wasn't like, no, yeah, I was. I was like the chunkier kid. She was like super thin, and I didn't get one of the 3-foot Barbies that you could dress and then wear the dress because. But whatever, it's another story for another time. Just remember that I went over to her house one time and we watched The Swan Princess on her sun porch. And her house was always being redone. It was always a mess, and she had a little brother named Jake, and I still have a little brother named Jake, and I'm assuming that she still has a little brother named Jake. I don't know why. I'm just assuming that he doesn't exist anymore. Um, yeah, and after watching The Swan Princess, I wanted to change my name to Odette because the cartoon prince was so hot. Yeah, psychotic. The only things that I really remember about Temple Tots was hysterically crying for my mother during the moving up ceremony. Also, my mom was best friends with the teacher, Miss Stephanie, even though she spelled kindergarten wrong. She spelled it with a D instead of a T, which isn't good to teach children how to spell kindergarten incorrectly. If you're an educator, you should probably know how to spell kindergarten. You should probably just know how to spell period, or at least look in a dictionary. Also, she wasn't Jewish, which I thought was weird because it was a Jewish preschool. My mom was like friends with her, and she had this son named John, and he had his own laptop, but it wasn't really a laptop, it was like a kiddie laptop. He was so cute, and I totally thought that he had a crush on me, but he was like 5, and I was like 3, and it was scandalous. Um, Also, Stuart Fleischer was my boyfriend, but he'll probably deny it if you ever ask him, because I'm sort of a loser. And he'd be like, yo, I don't even know that girl. Just kidding. He loves me. Just kidding, he doesn't, and he probably doesn't even know that I exist. Sometimes I still see him walking around the synagogue. I went to his bar mitzvah in 8th grade. God, I wish I just could erase my entire 8th grade. It wasn't 8th grade, it was 7th grade. I wish that I could just erase that entire year. That would be awesome. But during the speech, I think I mentioned walking around and holding his hand at Temple Tots, which was, who the fuck does that? Why would I do something like that? I think my mother told me to. My mother tells me to do a lot of stupid shit. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her. She's like, you should go up. You're one of his friends. Make a speech. And I was like, no, thank you. And I did anyway because, I don't know. I was high on life. I was high on life, if you will. Also, Jasmine and I held hands during the graduation while we were crying. And I think we still do that all the time. Just hold hands and cry. Also in preschool, Paige, the girl with the Barbie, she drew her stick figures, her like people, like these weird circles with just stick arms and shit. And I had always drawn them like the normal way, which is like if it's a girl, it's like a head and then a triangle and then arms. But she was drawing them like little circles, so I started drawing them like little circles. And my mom's like, "What are you doing?" Also, some bitch either pulled my hair or hit me, and then depending on what she did, I did the opposite back to her. Her name was Julia. And then we ended up being really good friends, and her mom could French braid hair, and I thought that was really cool. She did hit me, and then I pulled her hair. She hit me after I told her that her hair was nice. Who the fuck does that? I was complimenting you, you bitch. There was a rice box instead of a sandbox. Fucking crazy Jews. Also, there was like this creepy rabbi that would come in every Friday and do a Shabbos service, and we would eat challah and be merry, except I was never merry. And you know the book There Was an Old Lady That Swallowed a Fly? We performed that, and I was the cat. Okay, it's been real. Bye.